Hi folks, Angelique Weiley here, business consultant, and our topic today is going to be protecting your company's assets. Now you're probably thinking, who cares about my company's assets if I don't own it? The only reason why I would care is if it was a business that I owned. Well, not true, okay? Because what is the only reason why an employer is hiring you? Because they trust you. And with your skill set and the interview that process that they went through with you, they're looking for candidates that will act in the best judgment for their company. And they are putting their trust in you to protect their assets, if you think about it. Now, if you're hired in as a manager or a director level or executive, a business executive, obviously the pressure's really on you to protect the company's assets. And that's why you're there. But even as an employee, no matter what level you are at, in everything that you do for that business, in every act or action that you take out in that business, you are there to protect the company's assets. Think about it. So you're following a process or procedure that was written for you, let's just say. It was written for you to follow in a way and in a fashion that'll protect the company. It's not going to put the company in jeopardy, I can guarantee you. And if you are to be writing a new process or a procedure, you always have to keep that in mind, that that's really the real reason why you're there. Now, as a manager or a director or executive position in a company, yes, the main thing that you are to be doing is watching and protecting the company's assets at all times. Whether you are putting together a budget and watching the spending of your department or the spending of the company, as you're hiring employees, making sure you're making the correct choices to protect the company's assets, as you're putting together policies and procedures for your employees to follow. Everything and every step of the way, you are there to protect the company's assets. Now, let's just say it's your own company that you're running. Obviously, the top priority for your own company is to protect your company's assets. And that is to protect every part of your company's assets. Not just, when we say assets, financials. We're talking about inventory and the structure and having insurance on your company, protecting yourself from lawsuits and losses and risk. Just imagine the risk that's out there in business today. In my old company, I started a fleet of trucks. Okay, we had a transportation department that put together an entire fleet, and we were running trucks, our own trucking company. Just imagine the risk of loss that was behind that portion of our company. We had to make sure we had enough insurance. You get in one accident on a road with a semi, and just imagine the millions of dollars of loss that could bring to your company. It could close your company down. Now, if you were a small business, you wouldn't be able to afford that. If you're a multi-billion-dollar company, you could possibly afford to float that risk. And a lot of big companies are self-insured out there. But if you're a small company and you've got 2 or 3 trucks and you get in one accident, that could easily liquidate out all your finances and liquidate out your business. And you could end up losing your business that way. So just think of all of the intricate little things that could help you lose your business. And always make sure that when you're doing your business plan, that you write out all of the things that are a possibility for a risk of loss for you. Because as much as you know what your plan is for your future of your business, and especially when you are working for a company and you are running your own department, let's just say, you have to understand what your risks are in your department. You need to understand what the risks are in your own company as well, in your own business. And before you just jump feet first into starting your own company or your own business, you really need to have written out what all your risks are, and then make sure that you have a solution behind each one of those risks just in case one of those things were to happen. And make sure that you have plenty of insurance in your own business. A lot of people get nervous because insurance may be expensive, or I don't need that. I mean, it's a business. It's not like driving a car around. You're never going to need to use insurance. But in today's world, people are so happy. They truly, truly are. And they are looking for reasons to make money. People are money hungry. This is an ego-driven society where money is a false idol. And I know I've said that before. But people are money hungry. They will do anything for money. They will cheat. They will steal. They will rob you. They will lie just to get it. And so you need to make sure that you are protected in your own company, in your business that you own. And I hate to be negative about it. It just is reality. It's society today. Compassion is gone by the wayside. But what I really want to make sure is that you're there to protect your assets. That should be your number one goal when you write your business plan out and you write your goals out. Your number one goal on your sheet is to protect your assets. Because you don't want to start a business, think everything's going great, and a year later you lose the entire thing. You go into bankruptcy, you've lost your home, your family's on the streets, and you're left there thinking, oh my gosh, what just happened? What happened to me? And that's the same thing for when a company is interviewing you in a job interview. Can they trust you? Do you have experience? Are you trustworthy to look after the company's best interests? That's really what it's all about. You're not an employee there for yourself. A lot of people say, I got hired because I have a certain skill set. I'm awesome. I'm gonna grow myself. That's all a very me attitude. No, the company hired you for them. And you need to be there to look after their best interests, and that's what they're expecting you to do, especially if you're in a management position. So I hope this is a good lesson for everybody to really think about. I mean, every job that I've had in my past, I knew that was my responsibility. And that's what I was working for, to protect my company's assets. So always be on the lookout, know what your goals are, and remember, always protect your company's assets. All right, sorry to be so stubborn and firm today, and such a negative type of topic, but it's something that everybody needs to know about. All right, so go on out there and protect yourself and protect your company. Have a great day.